Hello everyone, welcome to a new reading. Today we are going to finish off with Sserafim and we're going to work on Eunchae's individual reading. For those of you that do not know, the individual reading has 4 different sections, which will be her current energy, her career, her love life, and then any healing messages that come through. With all of that being said, let's just jump into her current energy to figure out how she's doing right now. So the first card that we have is Judgment reverse, the 2 of Pentacles reverse, and then the 8 of Cups upright. So she seems to be going through a challenging time. I don't think this is necessarily super difficult. I think this is just part of her journey, part of her growth. With the Judgment card reverse, it kind of feels like she is getting an inkling or an idea of following a certain path that is meant for her. One that will bring her a lot of experience, a lot of knowledge, and a lot of wisdom about what she wants to do in life and how she wants to go about it. Judgment usually talks about answering to our inner calling, finding our life purpose, and in a way we're being tested by the universe. With Judgment, we usually see someone that is being risen from the dead, like they're coming out of a coffin, and it's supposed to symbolize this wake-up call, a sort of awakening. And Judgment is card number 20 in the Mirror Arcana, and that usually is the second to last card of the whole thing. And it kind of shows that someone is approaching the end of a journey or getting close to something. Now, this card is reversed. I do feel that for Eunchae, she is going through a period in her life where she's about to end something because she's going to get some sort of epiphany, or she's going to get a wake-up call on how to work in her life. So she may be getting to the conclusion of something and kind of having this aha moment, and that will kind of help her figure out what she wants to get out of life or what her goal is in life. After the Judgment card, we have the World, and the World is supposed to kind of show that someone is doing something that's fated for them, is they're following their destiny, everything's a bit more organized. So I do feel that she will be able to kind of set new goals and start working towards those plans that will get her to those goals the moment that she figures out what she wants to do in life. Now, we have the 2 of Pentacles reversed. So this card being right here kind of shows that she's going to be in a moment of discomfort. And by that, it's kind of figuring out what's not meant for her anymore and what baggage she has to leave behind. This 2 of Pentacles usually talks about someone that's out of balance. So for some time, she will probably feel like things are not really working out for her, or she may find it kind of hard to concentrate, or she may find it kind of hard to figure out this balance between 2 ideas, or maybe 2 areas of her life. Maybe it could be her career and herself, it could be herself and others, it could be her career and her personal life. She's going to have difficulties and a lot of challenges trying to balance those 2 things out. And I think that the reason she's going through this is just simply for her to figure out what to prioritize in her life, figure out what truly matters to her, and also figure out a way to keep all of those areas that could be in a way clashing against each other, to finally find a sense of harmony, balance, and being able to plan out how to keep all of them in check, if that makes sense. Now, I'm saying that this discomfort that she may feel at the current moment is very important because she will be able to figure out what to prioritize and what to leave behind. And I'm also saying that because we have the 8 of Cups. The 8 of Cups talks about someone that even though they may be in a good place or they're in a decent situation, they're leaving all of that behind. Because usually the 8 of Cups shows 8 cups are stacked up, they're filled up, they're not knocked down or anything, so that shows that everything's good. However, it usually shows someone that is walking away from those 8 cups, and usually that kind of symbolizes that someone's leaving something behind because it didn't emotionally satisfy them, and because of that they decide to go down a challenging road that could be very difficult, but at the same time it will be a lot more rewarding than what they have at the moment. And it will be, because after the 8 of Cups we have the 9 of Cups that talks about a wish come true, a wish fulfillment, being emotionally satisfied, and all of those things. So it seems like currently she's making the conscious choice to leave things that do not matter to her, or leave things that don't match her level anymore. Maybe they don't align with her path, they don't align with her goals, or they just don't align to the person that she wants to become. She's going to leave all of those things behind, maybe ideas, maybe people, maybe situations, maybe it be even material things that carry memories of the past that she does not need anymore. And by making that choice, she's opening up her path to start going towards something that might be a bit more challenging, but it will be definitely more rewarding. Now, the other thing that I wanted to mention with this Judgment card and this Two of Pentacles is that the discomfort that she feels will just be kind of like a guiding compass of sorts to figure out what works for her and what doesn't work for her. And also with this Judgment card here is like she will eventually as well figure out what she wants to prioritize and what she wants to work on in life. So she will definitely have a very rewarding journey. It's just going to take a while for her to like reach that point. Now let's go into her career and figure out what's going on there. What's going on with Eunchae's career? So we have two cards. We have Rosemary with Memory, and then we have Fig with Vitality. We have a fire element with Leo energy, and then we have a water element with Taurus energy. I was gonna say with snakes. Okay, I guess a snake could be important. The first thing that I thought of with the snake was like she's shedding old skin off. She's getting rid of things that don't work for her. But before I get into that, let's take out the last oracle for her career. That was very quick. For her oracle, we have a new moon with a new start is coming. And we have new moon in Aquarius with bring love into the situation. So in her career, she's definitely is starting a new chapter in her life because we do have two new moons. With this Aquarius energy, I do feel that she's going to start working with new people, so her network is going to start expanding. She's going to work with people that are going to be very helpful for her journey and are also going to, in different ways, some people are going to show her be in a sort of way like a role model of this is a type of lifestyle that you can have, this is the type of mentality that you can have. Like the best way I can explain this is that she will meet people that are just living their life, doing their own thing, and in exchange they're showing her that the different lifestyles that someone can have in this lifetime, in this earth, on this earth. Also, the other thing is that she may encounter a lot of teachers along her life, and by this I just mean people that have very good advice for her, that will kind of tell her, oh, if that's your goal, this is how you can approach it, this is a potential path, this is a way that you can do this, a way that you can do that. I do feel that she has a lot of people that are looking out for her and that will be very good guides for her at this moment that she's starting to do something different. And I think she's going to meet a lot of these people at work, and they're all going to help her broaden her mind and open up her mind, because with this Aquarius energy, we have someone that is ready to break any boundaries, break any limitations, and kind of just, in a way, be a rebel and just do their own thing. Because Aquarius is an energy that tends to be very unique. It is an energy that is always going in for innovation, in the sense of staying very loyal to whatever it is that they believe in and whatever lifestyle that they have decided to go through with. And I do feel that in her career, she's going to find a lot of loving people that genuinely want to help her out and genuinely want her to do well in life. And I do feel that a lot of these people find her very angelic or endearing or very quick-witted, and because of that, they want to kind of put her under their wing and kind of help her out. Maybe something as simple as like encouragement, or it could be something as big as becoming a loyal friend or some sort of loyal coworker of sorts, acquaintance even. Now, the other thing that we have here is the memory and vitality. I do feel that in her career, she will meet a lot of people. We have a lot of fixed energy, by the way. We have Leo, Taurus, and Aquarius energy, which is they're all fixed signs. So her career is going to go down a path where a lot of people want to help her out because they see her and they feel like they remember what youth is all about. They kind of start, like, I don't know how she is that people may see her this way, but a lot of people see her and they kind of remember what it was like to be happy, or what it was like to be carefree, or what it was like to be fearless. Something along those lines. Like, I don't know what type of attitude she has, or how she communicates, or how she interacts with people, that is very refreshing. And because of that, I do feel that that will help her attract a lot of people that naturally just want to help her and extend a hand and give her good advice, or just make sure that she continues growing. Now, I want to mention that we have card number 16 and card number 32. So in her career, something's going to double. It feels like she is either her finances are going to double, or her job opportunities are going to double, or like there's something in her career that is going to start growing exponentially. Also, with the snake, I mentioned something about shedding old skin. So I do feel that with this vitality and this water energy, she's going to connect to her emotions, or she's going to be surrounded by so much love and care from people that she will start realizing what it is that makes her happy, what satisfies her, and how to start approaching a goal like that, and how to start walking towards something that, as we talked about in the Eight of Cups, it may be challenging, it may be scary, but if she follows her intuition, if she follows her heart and trust that she will be guided like along that journey, it will be very rewarding. So I do feel that what we saw here is something that will be reflected in her career. And with memory, yeah, so we have memory and we have Leo energy. A lot of people kind of get in touch with their inner child when they meet her and when they interact with her. So a lot of people feel refreshed. They feel alive again. They are reminded of their youth, or like they get this sense of nostalgia when they're with her. So I do feel that she will also get a lot of advice on how to continue having the energy that she carries with her right now, and how to, and like also get warnings of how she could end up getting discouraged along the way, and how to kind of deal with those like bumps in the road when she encounters them. So again, she's getting a lot of advice in her career, and that's because she's going to start networking like crazy, and a lot of people are going to want to make sure that she's doing okay in life, and making sure that her career is stable, or that she has someone to like take care of her, if that makes sense. But to close off her career, let's take out some tarot. We have the Hermit reverse, and the Ace of Swords reverse. Okay, so this card's reverse don't feel that bad actually. It kind of feels like she's going to go through a journey of self-discovery, a journey of learning about herself and gaining that knowledge. However, I think this card is reversed because it's not going to be like the traditional way that the Hermit usually works. The Hermit usually talks about someone that goes into self-isolation in order to learn more about themselves and get this inner knowledge necessary. It's like finding the light within them once again. It's doing shadow work basically. However, this card here is reversed because I do feel that she's going to technically do a lot of healing, a lot of shadow work, and a lot of self-discovery, but she's not going to do it on her own, and she doesn't have to like seclude herself in like on her own to like reflect on the things that she wants to do in life, and also figure out who she is as a person, and then being able to execute those new goals that she has set for herself. This card here is reversed because she's going to get a lot of outside help, and she's going to be interacting with a lot of people constantly. There is also a chance that she may be ending her Hermit mode, so maybe she has been on her own for a very long time and just thinking a lot of what she wants out of life and what her goals are, because she did get the Judgment card reversed, so she's kind of already going through this moment of rebirth, this moment of shedding the old and bringing in the new. So this Hermit card reverse could basically mean that she's already leaving her moment of solitude and is already opening up for new interactions and creating anything that could be helpful by creating relationships with other people and whatever knowledge and advice they have to like offer to her, if that makes sense. Now with the Ace of Swords reverse, I do feel that in her career she is learning how to communicate, she's learning how to think, she's learning how to discern good from bad, or what's helpful and what's not helpful for her. Like, she's already gaining the tools necessary to be able to think for herself and how to become very eloquent to communicate and express her ideas to other people or even to herself. However, this Ace of Swords reverse kind of tells me that since she's in the process of like gaining these skills, it's not recommended for her to start on a new project right now until after she has figured herself out and she has expanded her network. Only then will it be a very good idea to start maybe executing some of the ideas that she encountered in this like new phase of her life. Now let's go on to her love life and figure out what's going on there. So we have one card. We have Tarragon with regeneration. And then I'll take the top card, which is a full moon in Aquarius with show the world the real you. So to me, this is very clear. This is just talking about her rebirth and how she is growing as a person and as an individual. And her love life is talking about self-love, self-care. I do feel that she's becoming a lot more independent, not only in her finances, not only in her actions, but she's becoming independent with her way of thinking, and that on its own is going to help her have a new idea of herself and see herself in a new light that will help her be a lot more honest to who she is and who she wants to become. Now she's aligning herself in such a way that now she is acting the way that she wishes she could act, with full confidence of this is the new version of herself. So basically she's kind of just growing up to be her own person. So we have regeneration. This is a fire element with Aries energy. So she's going to be a lot, she's going to be very honest with herself and her desires and her goals. She's going to be very passionate going after what she is like setting herself to do in life. And Aries is a sign that can be quite impulsive, but they're very action orientated, and that's why they may seem impulsive, right? Like, they don't really think much and they just kind of do whatever it is that they want to do at the moment that they're feeling it. So I do feel that she's going to be very spontaneous, and that will definitely help her figure out what it is that she wants to do in life, and in a way also learn what's the best approach to something like that. And again, with this regeneration, it definitely feels like she's having like this rebirth moment. I don't think it's going to be super crazy in the sense of like, I don't see anything too sad and depressing here, as much as it was just her growing up surrounded by so much love and encouragement that she was definitely protected in this journey. She may encounter bigger challenges later on in life, but right now she's kind of creating a very strong foundation. So she may not have gotten a super big fall of like rebirth. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm trying to get at, but she kind of went through like this period of she's just naturally just growing up. So the other card that we have right here is a full moon in Aquarius with show the world the real you. So she does have a lot of Aquarius energy. I forgot what sign she was, so I don't know how this may connect to her sun sign. However, with all of this Aquarius, as I mentioned earlier, she's going to be a rebel. And I don't mean this like a rebel without a cause, right? Someone that's just creating chaos for the fun of it. I mean, she could be, but it's coming from a very pure place. She's not doing this to give a difficult time to anyone. She's just doing this to have fun and create like this clear atmosphere But what I'm saying, like being a rebel, is that she is going at the beat of her own drum. She's doing her own thing, staying very loyal to her own ideas, her own values, and herself. With all of the fixed energy that we saw earlier in her career, she is growing up to stay very loyal to the path that she wants to follow, not allow for outside influences to get in the way. You know, there's a difference between taking someone's advice and then allowing others people's baggage project onto you in such a way that you take it personally, because then that influences what you want to do in life, and it can be very discouraging when someone wants to like accomplish a goal. So I do feel that with her, she's going to maybe encounter a lot of people that will reflect their fears and their doubts and project them onto her when she's going on about her life. But she's going to create such a strong foundation on like for herself that she will be able to discern, as we saw with the Ace of Swords, the difference between someone giving her advice out of like in an objective way, and then someone that's giving her advice out of a place of fear that is not actually helpful to her. Yeah. Also, with Show the World the Real You, I think she's just becoming a lot more confident with who she is as a person and reflecting that out into the world and allowing others to see who she is, how she thinks, and what she believes in. But let's get some tarot to get more details about her love life. We have the Two of Swords and the Six of Wands. So with the Two of Swords, there's this sense about making a decision. So in her love life, she's just making decisions about who to trust, who not to trust. She's making decisions on what to say and what not to say. So again, there's a sense of she's learning how to have a very healthy way of discerning good from bad, discerning between who she is and maybe what will be the most beneficial for her reputation, if that makes sense, right? So being able to figure out what it is that she believes in and what she thinks, but also figuring out to what extent should she portray that and show it to the world. Because there is a difference between being real and showing people who you are as a person, and then also showing who you are, but not reading the room, if that makes sense. Like, there's some things that it's okay to keep to yourself, right? So I do feel that that's kind of what she's learning. There's some things that maybe she believes in, or things that, like those times that it's like, this is how the industry works and it's fucked up, but there's no point in mentioning it because then people get all like defensive about it. So I do feel that she's kind of learning the best way to express what she genuinely thinks, but without really stirring the pot. So she's learning how to be pretty eloquent, how to be true and genuine and spontaneous, but also doing it in such a way that it doesn't cause trouble. Because at the end of the day, she is a celebrity and she's under the spotlight. So she knows that she needs to be careful with her word choice and how she comes off to people. So she is learning how to tiptoe that thin line. And that's what I mean by being a rebel, right? Being able to constantly push boundaries, but do it in such a way that she doesn't actually get in trouble. Being genuine about like, this is what I think, this is what I believe, but not do it in such a way that people get triggered and offended. I think that's kind of what she's learning. And the best way that she can do this is by creating a very strong foundation of who she is as a person. So like that, if anyone ever comes back at her saying something or doing something, she can clearly say, okay, this person is just angry because they got triggered for something I said. And then that will help her not take things personally if someone comes off too strongly on her. And I do feel she will be very successful with all of the things that I have been saying right now, because we have the Six of Wands. So I do feel that this new confidence that she's gaining will help her be under the spotlight even more, will help her be successful, and will help her be viewed by other people in a very good and positive light. I do feel that she's going to have a lot of eyes on her. A lot of people will see her as someone that's successful, and she will be celebrated for her approach on life and her way of, because the Six of Wands talks about like getting recognized or like getting credit for your victories. It talks about someone that is under the spotlight, someone that could, this is your like celebrity card. So I do feel that she's going to, by working on herself, she's doing herself the biggest favor in the world and is getting the, I guess in a way, positive reputation, or getting like a lot of positive attention on her. So a lot of people that will admire her, a lot of people that will like her, and a lot of people that will give her credit for her hard work, but also acknowledge that she's doing a good job in the industry, basically. But let's jump onto the last section of this reading, which will be her healing messages. So let's see if there's any healing messages for her. Well, there is. It's just which ones. We have the Whale Spirit with Trust the Great Mystery. I guess that the main thing is that there's very big changes in her life. This is a very good pair for the Judgment card that we got earlier, because Judgment does talk about pretty big changes since it's connected to Pluto energy. This whale, every time I see the whale, I think of like a change that could be felt before someone even encounters it. So it's kind of like there's this feeling of like something's missing, or there's this feeling of desiring or wanting more, even if you don't know what it looks like or what to name it. So for Eunchae, I do feel that, hopefully I'm saying her name right, I do feel that she has felt like there's something greater out there for her, that there's a bigger purpose for her out there. And with this Whale Spirit, is like she is getting there and she's kind of trusting the process. That's why I do feel that there's no resistance here. That's why I feel that she's just learning and growing, and it doesn't feel like she's going through a tough time in the sense of reaching a super low in her life. I think she's just growing up, and I'm not saying she's not encountering challenges. She is, but I don't think she's putting enough resistance to feel like this is going to be a tough time for her. I do feel that this is just kind of like you live and you learn type of energy, right? Like there's no, like there's baggage, but not to the extent that other people could feel. That's what I'm getting at. So there's this very lighthearted energy that she just carries with her. So yeah, with this Whale Spirit, I do feel that there's very big changes for her. And with Trust the Great Mystery, is like she's just trusting the process. Right, let's see what else is going on. More healing messages. We have the Scarab Beetle Spirit with Magic Works Through You. This kind of shows that she is someone that just, outside from trusting in the process, she is also someone that's very good at manifesting and making anything happen. I do feel that she could be the type of person that kind of just says, this is my goal, this is what I desire, or this is what I want. And then the universe just brings her people, knowledge, or situations very quickly towards her and goes like, okay, here you go. This is how you're going to get it. And the reason why this can happen is because she doesn't put any resistance, and she has faith that things are going to work out and that she'll figure out a way to make her dreams come true. So that also allows her to have this open-mindedness to her that makes her achieve her goals, because she's not so focused on one path that could potentially blind her to all the other possibilities out there for her that could be even greater and bigger than she had imagined. And I'm saying that because some people could sometimes go through this where they're very good at manifesting, but they get so hung up with like a certain path or a certain method or a certain version of what they ask for, and because of that they don't realize that they can even get better than what they asked for, or they can get even more than what they originally even thought of, right? Or that it could come to them in a super unexpected way. And since she's very open to how things can arrive to her or come into her life, she feels a lot more abundant than other people may feel. Or many people may think that she's very lucky, but in reality she's just open. And then one last card to enter reading. We have the Rhino Spirit with Overcome Any Obstacle. So her healing message here is basically that she does not need to worry about any challenges that she encounters in life because she's divinely protected and taken care of. She's expanding her network, so she's going to meet a lot of people that will give her the advice necessary. So if she doesn't hear it directly from her higher self, from her intuition, from spirit, she's going to hear it from someone that will mirror the messages that she needs to hear. So what I mean by that is that she could meet someone in her like 3D life, maybe a friend, family member, or a fellow co-worker that will say the exact words that the universe wants to give to her, maybe her higher self or whatever. And because of that, she is always taken care of. So whenever she encounters a challenge, if she kind of just screams to the skies and goes, I don't know what I'm doing, give me a sign, and then all of a sudden she'll find someone, or her eyes will be caught on to like words on a billboard or something and be like, oh, that's the message. There goes the epiphany. So I do feel that she's very open, and that allows for messages to come through, for help to reach her, and she's not scared to receive help, and she is open basically. So that's why she's very good at just manifesting and making her dreams come true. I hope you guys like this reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you on the next one, whenever that is, however that is. And I really like her reading. Her energy and her vibe is so chill, so, I guess, so lighthearted and genuine. She does feel very young though, based on like the cards that she has right here that are all basically saying she will grow, she will expand. There's like a bigger future out there for her. So there's a lot of potential in her success and in her life. So I do hope that she continues staying open-minded, and that she stays and that she allows people to like extend a hand to her, because I do feel that there's a lot of good things coming into her life. I really hope you guys like this reading. I will see you on the next one, whenever that is, however that is. Love and healing from my part to you, and